English by the Nature Method, Chapter 3, the third chapter. Names. The name of the boy is John. The name of the girl is Helen. The name of the father is Mr. Smith. The name of the mother is Mrs. Smith. What is the name of the girl? It's Helen. What's the name of the baby girl? It's Alice. What's the name of the boy? It's John. What are the names of the parents? They are Mr. and Mrs. Smith. What is the name of the family? It's Smith. Mr. Smith has a wife. Her name is Mrs. Smith. Mr. Smith has a daughter. Her name is Helen. Mr. Smith has a son. His name is John. Has Mr. Smith a wife? Yes, he has a wife. What's the name of his wife? Her name is Mr. Smith. Has Mr. Smith a son? Yes, he has a son. What is the name of his son? His name is John. Mr. Smith has a son and 2 daughters. What are the names of the 3 children? Their names are John, Helen, and Alice. John is 12 years old. How old is John? He's 12 years old. Helen is 10 years old. How old is Helen? She's 10 years old. The baby is 6 months old. How old is the baby? She's 6 months old. John is 12 years old, and Helen is 10 years old. John is 2 years older than Helen. Is John 14 years old? No, he is not 14 years old. He's only 12 years old. Is Helen 13 years old? No, she's not 13 years old. She's only 10 years old. Is Helen older than John? No, she's not older than John. John is 2 years older than she is. John is not 14, but only 12 years old. Helen is not 13, but only 10 years old. John is not a girl, but Helen is a girl. Helen is not a boy, but John is a boy. The baby is not old, she's young. She's only 6 months old. Mr. Smith is a young man. He's 36 years old. Mrs. Smith is a young woman. She is 32 years old. Mr. Smith has a father. The father of Mr. Smith is not young. He's old. He's 62 years old. John, Helen, and the baby are young. They are children. Mr. and Mrs. Smith are also young, but they are older than the children. The children are younger than their parents. Is John younger than Helen? No, he's not younger than Helen. He's 2 years older than Helen. Is the baby younger than Helen? Yes, she is the youngest of the children. Which of the persons in the family is the oldest? The father of Mr. Smith is the oldest. Which of the 3 children is the youngest? The baby is the youngest. Has John 3 sisters? No, he has only 2 sisters, not 3. Have Mr. and Mrs. Smith 4 children? No, they have not 4 children, but only 3. Have Mr. and Mrs. Smith 2 sons? No, they have only 1 son, but 2 daughters. What is the name of the family? The name of the family is Smith. What is Helen? Helen is a girl. Which of the children is the boy? John is the boy. What day is it? It's Sunday. What is the first day of the week? Sunday is the first day of the week. What is the name of the first month? The name of the first month is January. Which of the months is the second? February is the second month.